Welcome to the Pelicans Sports Corner. We got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about how the Pelicans came up short against the Dallas Mavericks. We also going to be talking about how these rookies are growing in front of your eyes. We got a lot more of that on the Pelicans Sports Corner.
NOLA lights up, Pelicans fly high from the Crescent City. Watch us touch the sky. Zion in the paint, thunder when it ride. Voodoo with the splash, got that fire in his eye. Trey Murphy from deep, let it rain, let it pour. Herb and Jose locking down every floor. New blood coming, fizz, Kiwi, Queen. Pelicans united, we chasing that dream. Big Z breaking rim, crowd going wild. Power in the lane, got defenders in denial. Hulu with the handles, crossing up the scene. Buckets from the arc, keep the scoreboard clean. Trade with the wingspan, shooting with the breeze. Catching alley oops, bring opponents to their knees. Herb John clamps, never giving up an inch. Jose with the steel, crowd jumping out the bench. NOLA lights up, Pelican fly high from the Crescent City.
What's up, man? Thank y'all for watching, man. Thank y'all for all the comments, man. Make sure you like and subscribe this video, man. Make sure you tell your friends, you share this video. Make sure you let everybody know, man, we doing something great down here on the Pelican Sports Corner, man. So as always, let's dive right in, man. Derik Queen, Zion Williamson, Trey Murphy, Jeremiah Fields showed out last night. We saw potentially what the Pelicans can be when all of these guys are on the same page in the first half. The second half was not as crisp. But when I tell you Derik Queen is like glue, he's absolutely facilitating everything as a point center. He's absolutely facilitating everything as a person who's making sure everybody get touches. He's finally has the players around him thinking to slash, to cut, to move around, don't stay in one spot. This is what the Pelicans have been missing the whole season. Nobody was cutting. Nobody was slashing. Everybody was standing around. Everybody was playing one-on-one. Everybody was ball watching. And I told you, if they continue to do these things and they do not share the ball, they're going to get whipped on a consistent basis. And boy, you saw something great potentially in that first half. The second half was not so crisp. Again, the Pelicans always fall on their laurels. They always rest on their laurels. They always go back to playing selfish basketball and not playing mentally sound basketball to where they're all touching the ball and they all sharing the ball and they're finding the open man. When the Pelicans do this, they look like one of the best teams in the NBA. When they don't do this, they look like one of the worst teams in the NBA. It's really that simple. I know everybody keeps saying we need more talent. Pelicans have one of the more talented rosters. Despite what anybody else thinks, they have the pieces to win. It comes down to, is the coaching right? Is the play calling right when it comes to game time situations, late game situations? And also, is the players right mentally to see it the same? All of those things have to come together, and it does take time. But at the same time, guys, some of these guys are veteran guys, and they should know this already. A lot of guys are trying to play, let me get me ball. Let me do my thing ball. The only people that can call let me do my thing on the Pelicans rosters is Trey Murphy and Zion Williamson. And less Trey Murphy, more so Zion Williamson. But if you let Zion Williamson do his thing, you got to have the floor space correctly. You can't have Derik Queen and another guy just sitting at the end of the rim waiting for Zion to come in the paint. You got to have guys around him that can make sure that if the paint is clogged, he can dish it out. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to have him and Queen on a pick and roll or here in Jeremiah Fields. That's what collapsed in late game. And we're going to watch it because guess what? Film reviews are back. Yes, I said it. Film reviews are back. We are back in full effect. We got, I created a Patreon and it's free. All you got to do is subscribe. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. You guys subscribe to the Patreons and you can watch it with me as I break down the game like we used to break down the game so you can see the problems that's going on. You don't have to take nobody else's opinions. You don't have to sit up there and argue with nobody on what's wrong with the Pelicans. You can see it play by play. You can watch it with me and we'll break this thing down together, man. So Patreon is here. You don't have to pay for it. This is not something that you have to pay for, man. If there's going to be something paid, I got to offer you guys more than just videos. And we'll have that way down in the future. Right now, we're just going to focus on the nitty gritty and we're going to focus on breaking this game down. So that being said, we got to get the Pelicans on page. We got to get them on page so they can understand that mentally we have to see it. And they don't have enough experience to do what they did at the end of the game last night. It was obvious that they was all thinking, and that play by James Borrego to come out that timeout, that was terrible. Sorry, got to say it. It was terrible. For all he did coaching-wise right last night, that was probably his lowest moment. Those 2 plays down the stretch. Now, I see people getting the Z flag for the hustle he gave when he gave up the 3 to Najee Marshall. No matter if he would have jumped, no matter if he was a ran down Najee Marshall was going to pop that ball in his face no matter what. He was already out of the play. So I don't understand that nonsense. When he hopped up. Yeah, he could have ran. Najee would have blew right past him, and there was an alley-oop waiting on Najee Marshall when Queen was down low. So no matter what would have happened, they would have scored a bucket. Yes, I get you're playing for 2 to tie the game up, but the way they came out that timeout was just disastrous anyway. So even if they would have came out that timeout, guess what? It either would have been tied, you know what I'm saying, or it still would have been 3-point play because they probably would have fouled the guy on the alley. So we don't know. It happened the way it was supposed to happen. We can't sit back and dwell. Yes, he could have gave more effort. Yes, but if he still would have lost, you still would have been saying this is why the Pelicans lost. No one play is the reason that the team loses. No one play is the reason that the Pelicans lost the game. It was many plays. That whole second half is the reason why the Pelicans lost, because there was a whole different team in the first half. Let's not make excuses. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get back to playing how we playing. I told y'all, I tell y'all in the comments all the time when y'all tell me the Pelicans are this, the Pelicans are that. The Pelicans are really, really beautiful team offensively when they share the ball. You saw it last night. Everybody was touching the ball. DQ had so many assists in the first quarter. It was almost like he was the point guard of the New Orleans Pelicans. But when they stop doing that and you start seeing this pick and roll and let me dance and let me do all this, Pelicans, we don't got no Devin Booker. We don't got no Kevin Durant. We don't got no Jason Tatum. We don't got no LeBron James. We don't got no Luka Doncic. We don't got Kyrie Irving. We don't have none of those players. So none of our players should be dancing like that but Zion Williamson. Even when Zion dancing, he should have an outlet. Because we already know what they're going to do him. They know he don't really have a midi. They know he wants to get into the paint. So there should always be an outlet. And you got to know your players. I say this every single week on the podcast. You have to know your players. So that being said, it ain't much. This podcast, man, you've seen it for yourself. This one is not one so that we can break down what happened and all this other thing. I just really want to announce to you guys, film reviews are back. So at the end of this video, hit the link, subscribe to the Patreon, man, so you guys can get the film review and you can get the other video that I actually want you to see. I want you to see me break this down. So, as always, man, thank y'all for watching the Pelican Sports Corner. This is a short podcast, man. Hit that Patreon down below so that you can watch me break this thing down so you can see why the Pelicans really lost. A tale of the 2 halves between the Pelicans, the good half and the bad half. As always, thank you for your comments. Thank you for subscribing, man. We're going to have more content. As always, thank you for watching the Pelican Sports Corner. I hope y'all have a great day.